Okay, here we are with AD Kassadin, and I really freaking love playing this because honestly, AD Kassadin is I'm most proud of this off-meta build because of just the amount of destruction it can create, when it's allowed to. And I'm playing it top lane because honestly, and someone did bring this up in comments on a previous video, he's kind of better in top lane. Because top lane's more of a farm lane, mid lane's more a roam everywhere and kill everyone, have a fucking sausage fest against the enemy Zed, or whoever the fuck assassin it is these days. And it's not a very good place to live sometimes, especially when you aren't even prioritising damage in the early game, and you start with a tier. Up here, it's much more of a fucking either a slugfest or cat and mouse thing where someone is clearly dominant. In this, it's kind of Maokai, because Maokai's a fucking tree, and you can't fucking cut him down early game for some reason. Look at him, his name is The Killer. Like, I'm up against a fucking 10-year-old, and you're going to see that, because he isn't the brightest, but because he's such a fat tree, I can't quite cut him down. Yet. So, anyway, playing this game, it's the same usual strategy of buying tier in the early game and charging that up to a mana, building tanky 8 mana items, such as Iceborne Gauntlet, Frozen Hearts, and truthfully, this build that we're using here is a hybrid Kassadin build. The reason I call it AD is because the Rod of Ages that we buy in the early game isn't always mandatory in the build. Sometimes I will not actually have it, and I'll go for Iceborne Gauntlets first, and then I'll get GLP instead later, because you don't have to wait for GLP to be effective. Rod of Ages, you have to wait 10 minutes till it gets to maximum awesomeness. And here Maokai makes a big mistake. Let's look at that again. So if you haven't been noticing, throughout the trades, Maokai would try to slam me with some shit, and then I would simply auto-attack, and then reset the auto-attack with W, and that's enough to get a fair amount of damage off, and also proc Thunderlords, and that keeps his health down, and yeah. Also, that's just what's a damn button to get the freaking items up? I have to look this up. Also, you'll notice that his toggle scoreboard items X. Oh, that's the wrong one. Toggle scoreboard. Show scoreboard. Oh, I'll remember that for next time. If you can notice here, I have the cull, and everyone's like, AD Kassadin, what are you doing? So I said, haha, I'm only buying the cull, guys. I'm going to buy Rod of Ages like any normal Kassadin. Because if I say, hi, I'm AD Kassadin, that's just, report fuel. Until they see me one-shot people. So, anyway, Maokai makes big mistakes by going in for constant trades. Even though I've got, I had a potion to sustain, he hasn't drank his potions because he's a bit of an idiot. And then, I don't know why he went in on me there. So I pop Ghost, which I'm running, and slice him to pieces. After this, of course, he's going to buy a few more tanky items, and then he's just going to become annoying to kill, because whilst I am AD Kassadin, him buying magic resistance still is a massive detriment, because most of your early game damage with this build is based on mana, which is based on your ultimate. The mana farting is not... It's completely magic damage, and your AD only really comes through when you buy Mura Mana and Mana Moon. Much more Mura Mana. So I recall it so I can purchase tier, which is absolutely necessary. And by the way, the cull is just because of more money. The cull gives you money, and that's literally the only reason to buy it. I buy the tier and then quickly get a refillable potion just for... I'm seeing Maokai being very aggressive and trading a lot. Which, whilst yes is stupid, he will eventually get away with it because he's a tank and I'm not. For now. So, truthfully, this is much more of an assassin tank Kassadin, because I'm actually going to build lethality in the form of Edge of Night, which is not stupid, because, again, Mura Mana provides a loss of our damage and it's fully AD. And then Maokai goes for another trade here, but as you can see, he kind of fucking wins it until Vi comes over and beats the shit out of him, and then there we go. That's another kill for me, because dumb enemies. If there is a dumb enemy, make sure you exploit it, because if your enemy laner is really stupid and does stupid things and it's not being exploited, then you only have yourself to blame. If you lose that game because you didn't exploit your enemy for being an idiot, then you deserve to lose. In my opinion. At least you deserve to lose your lane. Or some manner of team fight, I don't know. Anyway, we get a ult and we can use that to charge our tier and wave clear. Maokai's going to TP in as we push the lane in, I believe. No, he just walked back here. I keep misremembering things these days. This is going to be the... Actually, either this or the new Thresh guide is going to be the last video that is kind of recorded now, like at the same time it's being uploaded, because this Wednesday is my last upload day that I spend in my university halls. Oh, so we see Maokai hiding in a bush waiting to take me on. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of my face. I give myself a shield, and I ult away. The shield helps me live, and because he was doing a considerable amount of damage, I popped Ghost out of panic. Probably didn't need to, but oh well. So as I was saying, this is my last week in university halls, and by Saturday I'm going to be back in Birmingham, and I can't take my PC with me. So after that, it's just going to be content I make in advance. I have a Yorick commentary, I've got the aforementioned Thresh guide, and I'm going to try to make another guide, which I was planning to do earlier, as well, in advance. So I've really cut my work out for me, and it's not even uni work, it's just YouTube. Just YouTube. I do want to get bigger here. There is another video I'm going to want to make because of 1k subscribers, and I will also get on to that. My Wednesday and Thursday, I think I'm going to make it pretty busy because of this 1k subs thing. So again, Maokai just keeps throwing plants everywhere, which is annoying. We've got Catalyst, and Catalyst provides good sustain, it provides good mana, which equals damage. And that's going to go into an early Rod of Ages. As you can see, my trades aren't in my favour anymore because Maokai is a fat fuck who bought a Spectre's Cull. And it's just like, ugh. I can't beat him because he's a tank. And our replay just crashed. Oh, here we are. I think. Oh, fucking hell. Christ almighty, everything just that happened within that time just kind of quickened. But there was nothing of consequence, it was just some snappy trades from Maokai. We still have 2 kills, 1 assist. Basically, it was just normal laning phase, but now my boardless is screwing up, but I'll just change that to full screen. Good old glitchy new league replay client. Anyway, as we were saying, the game continues on like this. I believe we are still recording, yes? Yes, we are. You captured that nice glitch there, I think. It might not have, we'll see in the replay. So, anyway. Same noodle fest of, wow. Same noodle fest of just slapping each other and farming. He is ahead in farm because he's a fat tank and I can't get too close with him without eating tons of damage and not being able to do anything back. Though I do have a go at him right here because I think, yeah, I've got Catalyst now. It didn't mean shit because he has a Spectre's Cull. If I skipped tier and went straight for Rod of Ages, I'd probably fare a bit better as a typical AP Kassadin would. But as a Kassadin player, I will never ever skip tier. Ever. Also notice, I think that, yeah, Lux tried to ult there. I can't explain that. But a thing you'll notice I do is that I'm always using my abilities to last hit and deal damage to the minions because I want to stack tier as soon as I can. I think this game is actually one of the fastest I've ever stacked tier, and therefore I can get my mana faster. And by getting my mana faster, I'm able to deal damage faster. Now, Kassadin goes in on Lux, doesn't do much. I proc Ghost and have a futile gank because her E is fucking long range. I believe she did it on a dagger there, that she prepped, which is why it was so long distance. It doesn't give her any bonus distance, it's just because I thought it clearly wasn't on a minion. Anyway, Kassadin starts roaming to nowhere and comes back to mid lane, and there's not much I can do. I think that I can do something here. And she preps the dagger there, and I'm hoping, go on, do it. Go to that dagger. She doesn't. She can't do anything else, but she goes on to me, and I can't chase her either because shit. But what does happen is that Maokai sacrifices himself to kill Lux. Yeah. Rengar then ults, and he does whatever the fuck he wants down here, which I think is fucking nothing. Indeed, he just walks around in circles chasing his own tail like the true cat he is, and then he misses the Scozzle crab. Okay, Let's not let that think that my enemies are completely brain dead. I did not set up a custom game to beat people up. I really didn't. And so yeah, I started pushing the wave now that Maokai's gone, and he's going to get back in time to retrieve this wave here. I'm going to go back and get the next item, which is Rod of Ages. You want to get Rod of Ages as soon as you can after tier, because you want tier even faster. Filling up tier and getting more mana is much more important than getting all the stacks from Rod of Ages for the sake of this build. And then I start towards Sheen and Iceborne Gauntlet because they're going to be really good. Iceborne Gauntlet's slow is really underestimated. Oh, but you have E already. What's wrong with more slows? It means you have a perma-slow pretty much, and you can stay on someone forever. Yes, you have your ult, but you want to keep someone else slowed for your team, and you want to... It's just really cool. So I start doing damage there. I have Rod of Ages, I have AP. I am Hybrid Kassadin. And I start really giving him some punishment for his dumb bronzy antics. And I managed to miss almost every fucking minion there. And then we start hitting this, and I'm going to use Q to last hit. No, I use W again, but at some point I'll use Q. Basically, stacked here. I'm almost sated with the Cull, and that's going to give me some more stuff here. Lux comes in, and we get the kill on Maokai once again because he's slightly stupid. In this game, top and bot lane are winning. Mid lane is kind of even, but with one more death than the enemy, and a bit low on CS, but what do you know. So anyway, back away. Next item, Sheen. That's going to give us physical damage, which is going to penetrate that fucking spirit visage that Maokai has. Vi gets into a fight with Maokai and kills him because Vi is fucking overpowered, let's face it. And then, okay, she's not. But then we push the wave, and this is where Maokai is going to respawn and TP, I think. Because I start wailing on the tower with Sheen. Sheen is excellent for pushing towers, and it's amazing that this build has the ability to split push so easily. You have more mana, meaning more mobility, meaning more ability to escape. I start taking the wave. I take it away from tower so I don't get shot. Maokai is still walking up. Okay, maybe he doesn't TP. I was wrong again. And then he just comes there and just kind of sits there. Minions come around, and I keep hitting the tower. I don't think I can able to finish it because Maokai, fat piece of shit with a Cinderhawk, Bammy Cinder. And the killer starts chasing me, so I just have to waddle around and avoid tree saplings. Meanwhile, I recall. No, I fucking don't. I don't know what I was doing. He gets a bit too close to the tower, takes a bit too many tower hits for me, and then again, I can't kill him. He's a fucking tank with maximum HP, and I'm an assassin who isn't even running an optimum early mid-game build. So, again, just farming up the tier. This is what most of Kassadin's early game is going to be. That's because all the action is saved up later, and you know, at least you can know how to spend your early game properly. It's about farming. It's not about going in and making massive trades and then dying to it. Don't use your ultimate unless you know you can escape. Make sure you ward. Like, 6 seconds doesn't seem very long until you realise it only takes 5 seconds for him and the jungler to kill you. Take Rugs because they give high gold and XP, beat them up, and then he starts wailing on their tower, so I start, like, hey, that's my fucking tower. He takes a lot of damage, Lux comes in, delivers the snare, and I get the kill. She kind of ults, just cause, and then we beat the shit out of the low health tower. Turns out Maokai doesn't TP to his tower at all this game, and I completely misremember things because I'm tired and overworked. Anyway, so, coming here, I recall because I need fucking items. I want my Iceborne Gauntlet. To me, Iceborne Gauntlet is a very powerful power spike because of the armor it provides. The Sheen proc is actually good with Kassadin's kind of base AD, and the utility is incredible. Plus, the mana amount, it's good. It's a really good item. As a full AP Kassadin, I'd suck to go without it. I know everyone likes Lich Bane more, but come on. I like it too much now. I cannot play regular AP Kassadin anymore. I use my ultimate to clear the wave and start doing that. And we can keep track. Make sure you're looking on the left side here so you can see the amount of Rift Walk stacks I have. I have 4 right now, that's why I'm not Rift Walking. So if you don't already know, the more Rift Walk stacks you have, the more damage you do, but the more the cost goes up. As regular AP Kassadin, it's pretty much assumed that you can't really do more than 3 Rift Walks, because after that it just costs too much because you don't have enough mana. Sure, you can buy Morello Nomicon, and that is a very viable option for more mana. By the way, we start beating the shit out of him here. I think. I try it. And then he runs out of mana, so he can't actually do anything anymore, and then I still have mana, and I have red buff, and he dies. This is when things start turning around, because I have the Iceborne Sheen procs, and my Rod of Ages stacking up, I've got Tear stacking up, and I have Mercury Treads to defend against his magic damage. Excuse me, my nose is... Sorry. So anyway, push the wave up some more. The rest of the team is doing work, which is good. Vi is doing really fucking well this game. She's... well, I guess she picks Vi. And, well, you know what that means. I buy Pickaxe, which is going to go into Mana Moon because my tier is starting to stack up. It's almost at 750. As I said, this is one of the fastest Mana Moons I've ever had. Mana, I mean. And in fact, yeah, I wait for the Mana Moon and then I'll get it pretty soon. I continue farming this wave up. Maokai backs. And I just want to keep farming. My team is doing well enough, I don't need to go in and assist, and even if they were, I'd want to get more mana so I can beat the shit out of everyone. And now I do. Now I have more mana. No one can stop me. You know? I've drank the blood of a Joestar, I'm all fucking good, and Maokai thinks he can fuck with me. Lux starts coming in to help, but it's really unnecessary. Look at me slicing his health down. This fucking Goliath tank is nothing to me now. I'm an assassin. Tanks beat assassins. And I'm beating this fucking tank. Lux tries to do that fucking KS, so I'm like, hey, no, it's mine. I earned this shit. I've been chopping this wood for way too fucking long. Anyway. Of course, it does take a toll of my health, but that's okay. Considering I don't have much magic resist, I only have my passive and Mercury Treads, I'd say that was pretty good. W, maxing W, if you don't do it, you won't have enough mana regen. Rengar starts coming up, and I'm not scared at all. I would happily 1v3 these fuckers. See, Rengar, he jumps the hell back, because I could have killed him in less than a second with more mana. I want this blue, and by God, I'm going to take it. Varus ults me, and I ult back out. My health is low, but I am so tempted. I'm currently on 0 deaths. I'm not sure if that's about to change yet. Unfortunately, I do have 1 death in this game. Which is still lower than most AP castings I fucking see. And I ever so slowly pursue the enemy team. Also, I forget to mention, but the CDR you get from Iceborne Gauntlet and Present Heart is so fucking good. Because that means you can ult more often. At level 16, you will ult like every second. And it's beautiful. And you can actually afford to do it too, because you have all that mana. As AP, you won't have that fucking much mana. Even if you build tier on AP casting, you won't have enough. Anyway, so I start going in on people now. I'm a bit too low health, so I can't go in there. Rengar, watch this. Okay, maybe that was a bit too fast for you. Let's slow that down so you can see me beat the fuck out of that Rengar. Anyway, regular speed. Shit goes down, and then Katarina will die to the ult, because Blitzcrank does not react in time. Now Rengar, he's at 100% health, and then I'm just like, hey. And ult damage, 1 hit, and then the double proc on W. If, in case I haven't mentioned it yet, or you don't know it, Kassadin's W will proc... First of all, it's an AA reset, and that means that you can use your auto attack, then use it and auto attack right after. So that's already 2 procs. But in addition, the W count as both a single target spell and a basic attack, so it will proc more mana twice. So you actually get 3 times more mana damage on auto attack into W. 4 times with Q, And you can go 5 times if you buy Titanic Hydra, which is another build which is really fucking cool. Unfortunately, because if you go Titanic Hydra, I wouldn't perhaps recommend going Rod of Ages at the same time because it will slow you down too much. Maybe a GLP later on is fine. I haven't actually experimented with it since I made the commentary. If you look on my channel, there is a commentary game where I use Titanic Hydra called Quad Damage Kassadin or some bullshit. And there's some slow-mo Mastery BM. Anyway, back to fast mode. I believe this is where I die. Oh, sorry. That was way too fast. I mean, AP Kassadins, you know, that maybe not even. I seriously reckon this is fucking. It kills things faster than like regular AP Kassadin. If you're playing AP Kassadin and you don't build tier, just add a mana to your build, please. Anyway, sorry, I just hit the wrong button. So we get to see all that again, fast motion, just to see it even faster. And let's see this Varus kill. So Varus comes in. He does some cheeky poke, which hits the team, guaranteed. My ult goes on cooldown for like a second, which we don't give a shit about. And then he gets too close. Look at Varus. Okay, he turns around and he faces us. Big mistake, pal. You're going to fucking die. Ult damage, Lulu damage, and then auto attack W. Don't even need to Q. He dead as fuck. Blitz, if that fucking hit, you would be dead. If Blitz hook hit, he would be so dead. Their team isn't even alive, but for some reason I thought they were, so I ulted away. And back to normal speed. We take the inhibitor, and then we take the other tower, and the inhibitor. Now Rengar, I want to kill this Rengar, so I hang back. I'm like, Rengar, jump on me, please. Please, I'm just a squishy fucking AP Kassadin. Please kill me. And he doesn't, so I'm like, okay. He starts trying to assassinate Caitlyn, so I show him what a real assassin is. Kassadin goes in, but then I end up alone and I die. Because that was my mistake, because I went way too. It was an overextend. Massively an overextension, and I get caught by the Varus ult. So that's the one death of AD Kassadin in this game. Yes, we are very much ahead, but you know. You get to see some destruction. I now have Edge of Night. And the great thing about Edge of Night is that it's like this fucking condom that you can slip on before going in, and that's basically its purpose. Before you engage in a fight, just hit Edge of Night, wait for it to come on, wait until it's securely and snugly fitted on, and then just charge in, because you know the first CC that comes your way is not even going to hurt you, and because I'm tank Kassadin, it's not even going to kill me either. Lux went try hard, evident because she's went from light to dark in a matter of seconds, and then Vi doesn't engage. Let's watch it in slow-mo because I'm way too fast. I'm looking for a target. I see Kassadin. Auto attack W. I think I actually cancel my own auto attack by Wing too fast. And then I chase Rengar. I E. He uses Q as some kind of dash, so I try to find Q. So I auto attack, auto attack. Maokai is pretending to be a tree and not moving. And Blitzcrank's going to die to the rest of the team. And then we should take this inhibitor. But I think we forgot the inhibitor exists because they surrender and we win. And it's as simple as that. AD Kassadin is fucking brilliant. Lethality isn't bad either. Edge of Night is a great item to have. Also, in that last team fight, I do slip the condom on before going in. And that is something you should all do in real life and not. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you like AD Kassadin as much as I do, or Hybrid Kassadin, or Tank Kassadin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's everything Kassadin, but that doesn't get everyone's attention as much, evident from the Everything Hecarim stream video I made. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this is entertaining, or teaching, or that's the wrong word. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Look forward to the Thresh guide if it's not already out. See ya.